So Marvel Snap's newest card is Surge, and I'm very happy to report that this card is very, very fun, and so far actually feels very, very good to me as well. Surge is a 2/2 on reveal. Can't quite read this, the logo blocks it. Give the top card of your deck -1 cost and +1 power. After you play it, repeat this ability. So, hopefully you play Surge on turn 2. Turn 3, you top deck a card. It is now discounted. So maybe, it's a Galacta that costs 3 or a Gwynpool that costs 3, which already feels insane. They're also buffed. That's awesome. You create this chain, and then every turn you top deck a card. It is discounted and buffed. And with a deck like this one, that's just running a bunch of really good tempo cards and a handful of things that love to be buffed, like Scarlet Spider loves getting buffs. Kitty can do some nice stuff, surprising stuff with buffs from time to time. Then Surge plays really nicely there because you're going to have a super smooth curve. So you can always piece together a really good turn, and nothing in this deck except for Enchantress is really all that like timely or conditional on when you want to play it. You're just like happy to play these cards out whenever. So between that perfect curve fill and that smooth energy expenditure every single turn, man, it just felt good. And I went on a quick 10-2 run, which is insane. I know I played 2 bot games, which I'm probably going to include in the video for the record. So I think I went 8-2 against real opponents, which is still an insane run. So this deck felt very, very good to me. You might want to experiment with your 4-drops. Like this could definitely be a Shang-Chi instead of a Scarlet Spider. But frankly, Scarlet Spider felt very good. A lot of buffs in this deck with Galacta, Elsa, and now Surge as well. He was often like 7+ power, which is kind of like a 14 power card in total and gives you some access to locations or unpredictability, which is good. But Shang-Chi could definitely work in this slot. That said, Shang-Chi is one of those cards that is timing conditional. And that's not as good for Surge. You want to make sure when you get the Surge card drawn, you can just play it right away to keep that chain going. So I'd be careful. Enchantress seemed too good to pass up, and frankly, not a disaster to play as a 4/6. Like that's still ultimately just a big old pile of stats sometimes. So I was willing to sacrifice that one. Thankfully, it never punished me in my games today. Shang-Chi might be harder though, because playing a 4/3 feels kind of bad, or a 3/3, whatever. You get the idea. I did try Surge in a couple other decks before I settled on this one. Did feel clunkier. Like Silver Surfer still had some weird moments because it's turn 4, you draw a 3-drop that now costs 2 thanks to Surge. Well, it's hard to find something to go with that. Like you want to play a 3 and a 2 on turn 4, you can't. Maybe it's fine on turn 5, but sometimes on turn 3 you draw a 3-drop that now costs 2, but you don't have a 1-drop. So there are some like gap turns in like Silver Surfer decks. So ultimately this hit that like perfect sweet spot where all the cards seem to be the exact right cost. So you almost never really floated energy or felt like your Surge was wasted, and still sometimes created some really monster plays. So I absolutely love this card. Super fun to hit on turn 2. It feels so fun to make all these big time cheats, and that little power boost here and there adds up to some big stuff. So anyway, enjoy the fun Surge action. I definitely still have high hopes for this card, although I do think the deck she fits in might be narrower than some people expected. Feels like a powerhouse in the right decks, I suspect. But we'll keep an eye on the data throughout this week and see where Surge actually lands. Either way, I just had a ton of fun playing this one. Zabu 1 is very good. Dude, I think you hit Zabu 1 Surge on 2, you snap, dude. I don't know if this deck's good enough to say that with confidence yet, but so far it's felt insane. Those 2 things are just such strong plays. Oh, that's... Oh! It is happening. I think this is overkill though a little bit. Like with Elysium, we just don't need all this, it's just a waste really. We're gonna have so much extra energy, bro. We need a sunspot for the Elysium games. We had one earlier too. Is the same thing. Elysium Thanos is really scary. I mean, look at this. They just played every card in their hand. Like literally, I think. No, they saw some left. Okay, is there a Mysterio? How are they have so many cards in hand still? Jeez, dude. All the stones. Oh, I'm actually kind of thrilled they turned that off, to be honest, dude. That's actually really good too. They just denied their Sam. He can't bounce this in anymore. You can't even move it. Mindscape is interesting as well. Oh, Gwynpool's insane. Oh my god, this is very interesting stuff happening here. Do we want to go toe-to-toe with the Strange Supreme? Do we trust our ability to like spike on lab late? Well, maybe with Mindscape. Yeah, it's hard to say. I'm not going to go at it just yet if I don't have to, because it definitely feels like a card that could get very big. I don't have a Shang-Chi or anything, so I don't know if Shang-Chi or Enchantress is right, but I think running both might be wrong. Scarlet Spider's definitely a pet card for me, though, here. It does have a lot of nice buff targets, like Galacta, Surge, and Elsa can all make it notably stronger, but I was like, what's the highest power 4-drop I can have? And that was definitely the highest one when you can account for buffs in particular. Speaking of, oh my god. No Elsa or anything here. I don't really have to dump the hand just yet, but soon, right? Soon. Scrapple Arrow feels a little wasted because that's the kind of card I wouldn't mind going mid, but I'm not going to have it. So, like, Jeff can go mid next turn. Scarlet Spider can spike some power. Yeah, we're getting really strong left. They played the Reality Stone, so Mindscape is definitely expected to happen here. Things can definitely change, but we expect it to happen. Ooh, they locked in here. I guess they don't really have anywhere else to play. I'm gonna get their Thanos. No, they can play it this turn, but it has to go right. Oh god. Oh god. What is that? I forgot about Starlight Citadel, obviously. Swapping the locations, but at the same time, why is the game bugging out so much, man? I mean, wherever this Thanos is obviously gonna go mid because that's where it makes the most sense, right? So we want to get I don't even know, dude. I don't know if we're gonna have the numbers because Strange is so big and Thanos is literally insane. Wait, where did their purple stone go? Didn't it show Thanos at 22? Oh, Strange, he ate it. He ate it. That's nice. So Thanos is tiny again. That really helps a lot. Really helps a lot. They needed that purple stone to stay alive. They have to play Thanos here, so they're going to commit it wherever. I mean, it's got to be mid. That's the only place it makes any sense, I think. Then I get their hand, which has a lot more cards than my hand, since my hand is literally empty. We're actually still kind of contesting Strange, too. Like, they can't give this up yet, you know what I mean? Thanos, mid, yep, okay. They also ate their shield. Like, their Strange is hitting some bad targets, to be honest, dude. Like, garbage targets, frankly. They just gave me a Shang-Chi, dog. What? Okay. Yeah, this is fine, dude. Yes, we like all these things. Hope and Kitty effectively do the same thing, right? I guess this is like technically better than a Scarlet Spider. You should do this, but it's not enough, right? Because you're only gonna go to 13 and 3. I mean, I guess technically that's enough, but I can't destroy Thanos. He's got Soul Stone, so I have to Shang-Chi here. So you just have to hope this holds, which with them top decking, it probably does, right? It probably does. Do they have like a... Bro, we're fine actually, but bro, they top decked their freaking Alioth, dude. We're always fine. It doesn't matter. I'm just so annoyed. Dude, come on, bro. How are you gonna... I guess if you know you're gonna top deck your Alioth, you give me the Shang-Chi, no problem. I think playing the Thanos instead of a Shang-Chi there is... I mean, I don't know. Maybe not. Because you gotta win mid and left too. I don't know. Maybe not. We really just won this game because of Surge's crazy discounts. Emptying our hand is insane. Power buffs everywhere, right? Like, really nice game. Very, very cool. So for whatever reason, I abandoned Surfer and went this route instead for Surge. I don't know if Surge is going to end up being as flexible as many of us hoped, you know? I think we were like really hoping she'd be super flexible. I don't know if that's going to be true. We'll see. I don't want to write her off after one day, certainly. Oh, that's a terrible hit. Terrible hit. That's a good hit. Let's go, dude. Oh, nothing makes me more excited than drawing Surge on turn 2. I swear to God, it's the best thing in Marvel Snap already. It's so great. Rocks are generally not great for us. Can make Elsa better, I guess, right? Oh my God. Speaking of, dude, do we just do this now? I'm not really worried about Raft. I just want to start farming up points because we're going to need points to win this game. Jeff and Scarlet Spider can both contest left, but that's all. I want to stop. Oh my god, dude, look at this baller. Rocks everywhere. I really like Elsa Kitty for these rocks because you can just keep loading up that spot and not have to worry about like green goblins and stuff. That is a great draw, dude. Surge, I love you right now. This is gonna be a goblin, unfortunately, though. I gotta get enough power here to win, or I gotta find a Scarlet Spider somehow that's playable next turn. Strange Supreme Demon. Oh, that's actually not as scary as I thought. They do have that raft card though, which is very nice. Boy, I don't hate the Galacta here. Well, I guess I kind of actually do hate the Galacta here. I actually don't hate this. Because if they go for a Cannonball, I just win Altar of Death kind of always. I guess there's no draws that help me anymore. Like Jeff and Scarlet Spider both have to come down this last turn. It's too late for them now. So maybe this isn't really worth it from a power output standpoint. Maybe you're just still better off doing like the, well, probably even just this, right? 17 to 13. I mean, you never really beat this Strange though unless you go super hard here. This exposes me a little bit, but I don't think they're gonna like Green Goblin this because they're thinking a lot about, you know, I've been playing that kitty there every turn, so I'm pivoting. I think they would even like Green Goblin right if they were gonna Goblin. Oh, or Viper, whatever. Nice, dude. My pivot really made a difference. I love it. That's super sick, actually. Yeah. The problem is can I beat this Strange? You know what I mean? Like it's so big. Well, the good news is they can't Cannonball me. Oh, Scarlet Spider, you're just a little late, buddy. A little late, dude. If they go for Cannonball mid, I just win left. So that's fine. I also have priorities, so everybody gets buffed and stuff appropriately. This kitty pry is actually like a little bit overkill, right? Because the Strange can only ever gain 4 or really 2 points here, right? Yeah, really currently only 2 points. I could change though. We don't know. There could be something played that. What? So this kitty might be overkill. Maybe you're actually better off playing Galactic because it's still 9. You go up to 26. 21 is sort of the deal. You have to play a 5-point card. It's like a little risky though, you know, like technically this is a little risky. Like, am I gonna throw? Oh no, they're just retreating. Nice, dude. Nice. That's a good Surge game, dude. She hit some home runs. That early Gwynpool Elsa was really nice too. Was that off the Surge? Yeah, it was. That was really nice. What a 2/5 Elsa feels like a broken card, honestly. That feels so freaking good, dude. That is a strong play every time. Pretty clunky hand with all the 4s already. That's very expensive for this deck. That is. I think the good news is you can't really draw much clunkier than this. You know, you're gonna draw your way out of this problem no matter what, really. Angela, Elsa, Galacta is not really your dream, but you might make a cool Scarlet Spider play like that. Oh, also we've got Asteroid M problems. Pet Mansion Asteroid M is gonna kind of separate our stuff for Elsa, although it does make Angela much nicer. Like you're just naturally getting Angela buffs and pulling away, so maybe that's fine. Elsa's still gonna have something here eventually. It's a good Enchantress target, actually. Probably will be more. So we'll see how it feels there. I mean, mid's looking very locked in right now, so I don't. Ooh, I think. Oh, I don't know. Boy, Galacta's hard to pass, but Surge Hawkeye is actually pretty cool. Galacta right now is worth like 6 points. Surge is only worth 2, but it's also worth cost savings. That said, the hand is so inflexible right now from a curve standpoint. Well, not with Hawkeye, though. Hawkeye, you can easily go 4-1 already. I think I might play the Surge. I think smart money's on the Galacta, but I think, you know, fun new card money's on the Surge. So I'm gonna play the fun new card. I'm gonna do the entertaining thing instead of the right thing. Angela's pretty stacked, by the way, already. It's nice. Galacta Jeff. Okay, that's really nice, honestly. Yeah, let's go here for the sake of Elsa. Yeah. Scarlet Spider, just not worth the trouble, right? Basic Arrow, we are losing, but I think I prefer the Jeff discount more, perhaps. Though we haven't played a Zabu, so 4-drop is not playable with anything in hand extra because of the Surge. In other words, like Scarlet Spider plus stuff doesn't really matter. You could go Scarlet Spider mid here for the Elsa buff. It's kind of worth 4 points when you look at it, right? Because you get Elsa buff here. Galacta is worth 3 and 3, but she can still be worth 3 next turn as well, you know? I don't know. This was the curve actually did end up being clunkier than I wanted here, to be honest. Like, it did end up being a little clunky. I'm not sure. I'm definitely leaning into the Surge perhaps more than I even should, to be honest. Maybe we're overcommitted a little bit on the Surge. Okay, well, this is a good hand at least. Do we trust Enchantress? Because we can actually contest. We can contest right. We're gonna have 6 and 7. Yeah, this is actually kind of nuts. 13 to 12. Yeah, no, this is kind of nuts, actually, dude. Basic arrow filling in the curve. The Surge discount, maybe it did come together better than we thought. Suddenly, like, kind of pumped. Yeah, the opponent retreated. We just had too much going on. Yeah. We flip right with Scarlet Spider. We definitely look strong mid still. I mean, it's not crazy, but it's what, 8, 10, 13, and 4 is 17 plus 2 is 19. Actually, it is crazy. And then left, we still have what, 11 and 6 is 17 and 3. Yeah, dude, no, this is very strong. We flipped the Flanos. We flipped the Flanos. And we just dominate elsewhere. That was a good turn 4 Surge. I thought turn 4 Surge would feel too late, but just filling in the curve perfectly. Suddenly, not so mad, man. All right. Real human opponent confirmed, which means no Surge in hand, but certainly love Elysium anyway. Yeah, nice. Nidavellir. Yeah, I mean, Nidavellir is just about going wide, right? So, like, I like putting a Galacta there and shifting that power elsewhere. Ooh, Surfer with Elysium is scary dangerous. Danger Root. I mean, I do feel a lot less pressure to have a Surge this game when I've got Elysium, you know. Like, curve-wise, we're going to be able to, like, dump the hand pretty effectively anyway, I think. So, Scarlet Spider looks really good. We can go maybe Jeff left. Enchantress. I don't think Captain Carter would be the one good hit in Surfer, probably. I don't think anything else really jumps out. Ooh, what if we did both? No, we want Spider buffed here. I don't think I want to commit too small a numbers here. Go like Elsa here, something here, then move out Jeff. Could send the Scarlet Spider back in. I kind of want to see. Ooh, is that worth an Enchantress? It's a turn early. There's definitely not going to be a Captain Carter there. Captain Carter would want to go right at this stage, which could be resolved by Danger Room anyway. I mean, the Sarah Elysium, it kind of feels like it's at some level there's diminishing returns because their hand is only 4 cards anyway, right? So in other words, like if they play 2 cards this turn, which would be kind of your natural thing to do, you're only gonna have 3 cards in hand. Elysium makes 3 drops playable anyway without Sarah. So it almost feels like playing the Elsa here just feels like unnecessary almost, I guess. Like I'm not sure it actually does anything. This gets buffed by Elsa. Surge hit is kind of gonna be wasted here a little bit, to be honest. Elysium does make it feel a little wasted. I think we just saved the Enchantress is what I'm getting at. I don't think Sarah, it's just overkill with Elysium. So let's focus on winning next turn. We'll be able to play everything anyway. So we're really looking for a Captain Carter here. That's what I want to catch with this Enchantress. I think unfortunately we're going to end up with like priority either way. Surge for them. I played Surge and Surfer and I was like not totally in love with it. Ugh, this not totally in love with this either. Boy, I'll tell you what. So there is no Carter gonna be hit here, obviously. I mean, this is still pretty good. Like, we're not under performing here, right? I mean, this is scary. There's no surfer buffs here. Surfer buff here pushes this to 11 automatically. Shield can move out, but I'm not actually really necessarily even trying to win mid. I'm competing on it, but I'm really trying to win left and right, you know? We see they only played 3 cards. I wonder how much energy they spent here. Let's see, I'm curious. Surge also, one of those is already discounted, so I just don't, I think it would have been overkill like we said. I just don't think it would have mattered. Shield destroyable, but that's not relevant. This is a big kitty out of nowhere, isn't it, dude? Dang, we are really big. This is like a lot of numbers, man. He actually got really big. Brood, that's gonna hold right. Sage is big. Surfer's big. Oh! Oh! 2 points! If we'd swapped Enchantress and Kitty Pride, we would have won. Because this was a smaller starting card. They just didn't go left at all. I thought they wouldn't give up left so easily. They had a lot of power committed there, man. This is kind of like playing... Oh my god, this curve is amazing, dude. Well, I don't know, but we're going to find stuff to do. It's going to be amazing. I almost, honestly, there was a part of me that wanted to play the same deck I played yesterday, but just with Surge. Like, I think it's a pretty good fit in the 4 Loco deck. That deck was so freaking cool, and I think we might play it later in the week. I just didn't want to play it like 2 days in a row. That seemed wrong. I should have maybe saved it for Surge, but I didn't think about it. I was just thinking about the coolest videos, you know, making a cool idea and playing it. I had a cool idea, so I wanted to do it. So really, Galacta would be your home run top deck here. Gwynpool also very good, but we'll take anything. We should be able to always fill a curve here. We might float an energy if we get a 1-drop, I guess. Like Angela Kitty would be a float, but otherwise... Oh, Galacta's beautiful. I mean, actually kind of overkill with Zabu and Surge, but still very happy to see a Galacta always. I'm probably going to have to rip this Lechiguia at some point because I want to start buffing Galacta cards. Right? That feels bad. This would be a great Enchantress hit on 6, by the way. Oh, this also, Lemuria delays the Surge. I didn't think about that. That's interesting, isn't it? Unfortunately, the Lechiguia here is going to shuffle the deck and put the Surge card not on top because the rocks shuffle in, right? So this reveals Surge card goes on top. I wonder if it's worth a delay here, just missing the Galacta buff for a turn just to preserve another Surge top deck. That's honestly debatable. I really like this Scarlet Spider, but he can come down next turn. I mean, we'll see, I guess. Lemuria kind of wreaking a little havoc here, but not too much. It's really Lechiguia miniaturized lab that's the problem because Galacta doesn't really have anywhere she wants to buff stuff. The good news is I think we could definitely hit a... Oh, that's annoying. Definitely could hit a surprise silence on that Victoria. You know, that's really nice. Boy, this Elsa's the first game where I've had a pretty clunky curve, actually. Like, the Surge is not really hitting what I need to. I mean, honestly, just like Elsa Enchantress next turn's just a good power output play. Like the discount here is actually meaningful enough that maybe that's all you really need. Like a 2-5 is so much better feeling than a 3-4. Yeah, I mean, hopefully, like we said, the Enchantress mid just holds some kind of upside here that's enough. Lechiguia doesn't matter anymore. We don't care. That's kind of nice that like the breaking the chain on the... What are these created cards? Oh, they're leaving space. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say, wait a minute. Right, these are all created cards, so we can make them much smaller like this. So I think we just go... Well, shoot, you want to hit Galacta. I mean, I guess you do this, and then sometimes Scarlet Spider goes here. And then Enchantress hits the Victoria. I mean, you have to hit Victoria, right? It's just crazy not to. The only thing is I'm just not adding a lot of numbers here necessarily. I am if Scarlet Spider rolls. But I mean, maybe we're just strong enough left anyway, because 16 is pretty solid once these in particular go away. Like, these are losing 4 power here. That's hopefully enough. And maybe whatever they play here and here too is just smaller enough that it's fine. Yeah, I think this is okay. I think I like this. I'm just sort of trusting this Enchantress does the job. I guess we want Scarlet Spider to go right here because mid's wasted. It's overkill. Yeah, sadly, that's just gonna be overkill. Hopefully left holds now, dude. I don't know, man. Oh, nice! They were just trusting the rock. Ah, that's why they didn't care what was right. They had a Cersei line coming, dude. That's sick. That's very cool. Yeah, the Enchantress did pan out. Yeah. Olsen, Cersei, that's cool, dude. They did okay on this roll, I would say, by the way. Like, this sucks, but these two are pretty great. Okay, yep, go get him, kitty. Surge on 2. This is like it reminds me of Hearthstone people will know what the heck I'm talking about. The rest of you are gonna be like, what is he saying? It reminds me of Prince Keleseth from Hearthstone. It's funny, I could put that Jeff wherever I want. I don't know why I put it mid. It's fine, I don't really care. Left is like kind of good for him. You don't have to. Maybe I should have put it left, actually. I could move it left too, but then I lose that flexibility, right? We definitely want to play Galacta next turn. So Galacta here plus Elsa hopefully holds a little bit. Their power is also not in Asgard. Anyway, Surge reminds me of Prince Keleseth. That was a card, if you hit it on turn 2, was like literally the best card in the game. And then if you didn't hit it on turn 2, it wasn't a disaster necessarily, but it did fall off pretty hard, to be honest. I'm going to trust 9. I think that holds. We don't have to move Jeff. So next turn looks like Kitty Gwynpool. That's going to be strong. I guess we probably play those right. We might go ahead and move Jeff right, too. Oh, man, they're snapping on this. They feel good, dude. What do they have? What do they hit of this Surge? Some big 4 drops for sure. They could or 5 drops even. They could contest Asgard for them, I guess. Going right instead, it's Makari. Oh, see this, I had this in a Surfer deck, and that's like the first thing I played today, and I really hated the like interaction there. Ooh, Surge, is that worth it for me? It's just 1 card. There's no way it's worth it. No, that makes absolutely 0 sense. No way it's worth it. 0 chance. Do we go for Elsa buffs here and just abandon Stark Tower? I feel like I just want to abandon it. I don't think we need it. I think we can just splash mid next turn. The Kitty is... The only thing is I'm not getting any Galacta play on this. That feels wrong. I think that's just more important than Elsa anyway, right? You hit Kitty, though, because you like... Dude, I don't know, man. We're not that bad at contesting Stark Tower, to be honest. Maybe we do just rip through here. I don't know. We're going to have 9. 3 bodies buffed. I take it back. We're just going to rip through here. I'm kidding. We're going for Stark Tower plays, man. It might not even be their strongest spot if they're a Surfer deck, which I suspect. Because they're only going to have 2 more spots and only 3 drops max. So this is okay. Surge and Hawkeye. Well, those are both cheap cards at least. It's not a bad thing necessarily. I need another 1 drop to play with them though. Hey, what do you know? So like this is adding another 11. That's 24. Leaves 13 power here. Let's say kind of 11. It's really not that hard to beat. I think usually these decks are like a little more scared of, like I don't know, for whatever reason I never see them putting a lot of power in their Sarah location, but this is a good spot for a Brood is the only thing, right? Is Brood too big of a threat to not get power here? Also, is mid could also be a spot for Brood, but they're just gonna feel like they don't want to commit to mid. But I'm better off playing left and right for the Elsa, of course. I don't know, dude. I don't know. Hopefully I don't have a Killmonger. What is all this? What is this? Shaw's not that scary. Went kind of mid-sized here. Hope it's enough. 14. This was like we committed more here. They've got 2 cards here, so this currently feels like the right alignment. But is that just gonna be, oh, Esme and Surfer? Does Surfer add enough? I don't think so, right? Because we're up by oh, it's not even Surfer. Oh, forget it, dude. Not even close, dude. This is literally, they are playing like the exact first deck I played today. Although I cut Sam and put in Okoye, I think, from like standard Surfer stuff. Zabu on 1. Can we get the Surge on 2 to go with it, please? Death's Domain. Actually, Scarlet Spider is pretty good to force over there. That's maybe not bad. Jeff can also move over there as well, so we have a couple options. Ah, Murder World. Good lord, this game does not want us playing, does it? Hawkeye before the Gwynpool isn't necessarily ideal, but Hawkeye cards for Elsa is actually very good. We do like that a lot, so that's nice. Still would probably play a Surge first. Ooh. Honestly, yeah, let's catch the shield here, right? Like, that's good. Yeah, no, this is good. I mean, this is a card that sometimes gets better later if this is a full ongoing deck. That's part of the problem with Sam, is you don't really know, because sometimes it's in a full ongoing deck and sometimes it's not. You never really know for sure. But I think just locking them into Baxter Building with 2 medium size, or really 1 kind of even small card, and that makes me think too they're not a full ongoing deck. So that's kind of good news as well. That's nice. So Gwynpool first, probably, right? And get the kitty out. Or do you put the basic arrow down? Maybe you just put the basic arrow down. We know this is going to be easy to fill for Scarlet Spider, but we have to play him next turn, which does mean no Elsa, which is maybe not ideal, but also not a disaster. Probably, I think maybe we're just not going to be Elsa gamers. I think Gwynpool is, oh my good lord, that Gwynpool's a sniper, dude. Hazmat is terrifying. I sort of wish we had some Luke Cage answer now, but that's okay, I guess. Honestly, we can put the Scarlet Spider here, right? Like, we'll be able to fill up this spot, obviously. It does make Galacta a little worse. No, I think we still do this, actually, because I think you can Galacta next turn to make a better play. This is also just a little less risky. Baxter Building is really important, though, to win, theoretically, for Death's Domain. For them, for us, if we rely on the Scarlet Spider, it may not be as risky, right? Other than just, you know, the power it's contributing to Murder World is also relevant. So this would be the highest power play for us, but are we gonna give up Baxter Building? Like, I don't think we're gonna win it, right? So I would say let's maybe do this. Is this more numbers than just this is what, 6 and 3 is 9. If we just had Galacta plus Pim, it'd be 8. So yeah, I guess this is technically more. Boy, this is not a big gain mid though, man. This still feels pretty exposed. Juggernaut. Okay, that Guardian doesn't. Okay, this actually could send the Scarlet Spider, right? Did I activate the Scarlet Spider, guys? Bro, I think I forgot to activate. No, I did. Did he go right? Right wins. Right steals this. Oh, baby, we steal it with the Juggernaut actually making the play. Otherwise, man, that's so sick. Like, this wouldn't have worked otherwise at all, dude. This is really quite interesting. The Galacta going over here. Heyo, Zabu. Hello, friend. Ant-Man, is this a bot? Nope, not a bot. Okay. Base portrait made me think so, but tricked. Ooh, Asgard besieged, huh? I mean, Enchantress is kind of big, but that's it. That doesn't feel good. If they have like 2 drops, might be cooked. I mean, they are ongoing decks, so if they do play something here with priority anyway, Enchantress could just maybe win it that way. I'd rather see like a Gwynpool or a Galacta even. So I feel better about playing it. You really want to play Hope here. Captain America, Captain Carter. I'm just thinking, like, they're probably not that good at playing powerful 3 drops. I think Hope might hold. Yeah, they decided they just didn't have it, you know. So now our mid feels very strong. Our right feels very strong. Is this even worth it, or is this just overkill? I really like that Enchantress is going to just like power spike them right and destroy their spirit. But you don't really need much here, you know. You could probably just get away with like a Scarlet Spider. Maybe he still goes mid because you can shift this power elsewhere. That really locks you in at 25. Next turn I have 6 energy, so I can go like Elsa, Enchantress. I want to dump a lot of cards though, so I'd probably go like Enchantress, Kitty, Jeff for Mindscape's sake, right? Oh, Enchantress is just salivating over here. We have to play Enchantress next turn, obviously, so there are going to be, you know, something could come in here, but it shouldn't really matter, I don't think. Definitely this to dump the hand as much as possible. They have a pretty bad hand coming from us. Like a curve of 8 power would be their best bet that we can see, but this should just seal the deal. I mean, you should snap here too if you're playing. I won't snap because I want to see the end of the game, but I mean, they still have some numbers right, to be fair. Oh my god, never mind. No, they don't. Just kidding. They absolutely don't have any numbers right. Just kidding. Thorn was their random card. Are they giving me anything? What do they have left? One card, might be like a Spectrum or something. Yeah, there's the emote. Sorry, Stranic. That is definitely brutal, man. I'm so sorry. Between the Enchantress and the Destroyer here, this game definitely felt very, very safe. Oh, Blue Marvel, that's fun. Weird thing is, I think I'd even beat like a Shang-Chi here, right? I think we'd even be fighting a Shang-Chi if they somehow top decked it. Whatever their like 8 points are ain't gonna do it though. I know that. I mean, they'd have to have the best top deck in history to win this game. There's nothing. There's no card. There's literally not a single card on Earth that beats me, right? Spider wanted to go left for fun. Oh, Mr. Fantastic is honestly one of the spicier things to do. You know, like it is a little bit spicier. I probably technically should play Kitty right for that reason, you know? Like we added 5 power right anyway, but that is spicy, dude. If you had like somehow, you can't possibly obviously have Mr. Fantastic Mystique, but you know, they could have flipped it if we didn't play here. That's cool, dude. That's spicy. Miss Marvel, was that possible to win with Miss Marvel? No, not the way we played it, but Surge on 2, I'm so excited, dude. This is my first Surge on 2 with this deck. I played a couple decks earlier I wasn't vibing so hard with, but first Surge on 2 with this one, which I think it's gonna feel very good. Big House is pretty great for us. We're good at that. Gwynpool would have been an insane hit. Hopefully we get a Galacta. That's the next best hit. But, you know, Kitty Pryde filling in the curve here is really nice because, like, anything we hit, we're going to be able to piece together a curve, I think. That's one thing I like a lot about this. Angela is totally good. I'm fine with that. Jeff can come in here and still move out. Next turn looks like Gwynpool, which has a pretty small hand, which is generally great. Gwynpool right is fine. Oh, this might be a bot. Dude, no! I finally get a cool Surge game and I think it's a bot. It's gotta be a bot, right? Only bots play Daredevil. Yeah, it's a bot. Dang it, dude. New season day is always tough. Oh, actually, we love this though. This is really nice. The 1 cost or 0 cost Zabu going to 0 is so good for this hand. Yeah, this is fantastic. Maybe actually Zabu still goes mid. Just harder to get numbers there a little bit. It doesn't matter. It's a bot. I need to snap. I'm including this game in the video because I don't have all day to record. I got to include some bot games on these early new season days or whatever. This is beautiful though, dude. It's hopefully still a showcase of the raw, you know, output of Surge. Oh my god, I love this. Galacta gets to go here. I will say we are kind of wasting energy, but Galacta is just such a premium target. You just have to, right? You just have to. Yeah, this is insane. We're just absolutely demolishing anybody really with this. I think this is just ridiculous numbers across the board. The discounted top deck here might actually be pretty relevant. Like even Scarlet Spider is now playable with Enchantress. He'll be down to 2 like this Galacta, and then of course like any Hope or Elsa or whatever. Oh, I forgot about Kitty Pryde. So nah, that's not exactly true, I guess. Yeah, I mean this is like we said, this is odd. I don't want to win like this though because it's funnier. It's just funnier like this, right? It's a bot. They're not gonna win. It's just funnier to win like this. Put in all the rocks. Yeah, really pretty good numbers here. I think a good showcase, bot or not. Oh my god, dude, the leader is a baller though. Oh, that's scary. What is this crazy bot deck, dude?